Welcome everyone to the Puff Drink Talk podcast, where we are smoking on. I don't know if anyone can hear the jingle, jingle, jangle.
I don't know.
Let's all do it together.
That is Santa's reindeer on the roof. Anyways, he's dropped off these beautiful, handmade, special cigars. Very difficult to find. If you can find them, grab your hands on these. These are called La Plata. De la Plata. Like this cigar. Hilton can get a little bit more into about where he got these cigars and the origins of how he jumped off the roof, jumped into a building, grabbed them, snatch, grab, all of that fun stuff. But I will give a little bit about this cigar. It is a Dominican blend with an Ecuadorian wrapper. So it's got a little bit of a spice, a little bit of a nice cinnamon smooth flavor, medium bodied. It's a bigger size. It's not almost a Churchill size, but not quite. But it is it's a big bad boy. It's a big bad boy, this cigar. And I'm enjoying it so far. Hilton.
Yeah, this one was gifted to us to try out. Well, first of all, the owner sent us 5 cigars to review, but we haven't done that yet. They're the Robusto size, because that's what I asked him for. But we're gonna do that one when I have him on either on the podcast or a little interview or something like that. That put a video out. And but this was a friend of mine that actually introduced the owner of La Plata to me. Victor. So. Basically, yeah, I mean, it's a high-end cigar. The pricing point is a little over $20 if you find it to buy. Let me talk about what I'm getting from it. Okay, so leather and salt on the retrohale, very, very smooth. It's such an easy smoke as of right now. I'm kind of down halfway point to the first third, because it's a Churchill size, this one. I'm getting earthy taste with some spices on the puff.
It does have a spiciness to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the retrohale has that leather, has a tiny touch of fruit, and a little bit of salt. I don't know if it is the influence of our Christmas spirit in here. Merry Christmas, everybody! Merry Christmas, George.
Merry Christmas.
Man, the first thing that caught my attention was the size. We are going for a long ride on this one, right? Also, the color is kind of matte, like it's also that called my attention. The construction too. Those are the first things that caught my attention. It's really earthy. I don't know how well you kept that, but I can tell it was pretty well done, because like some of my cigars are not like that. I can see the consistency. So those are the first impressions. Okay, what else that I noticed here? I felt like the first experience was like a high quality green tea taste right away.
It smells that. I mean, when you see that little smoke coming off, it smells like a greeny tea.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Yeah.
And for me, it's for ears. We got like a tea shop. There's a store called Tea Shop. A tea shop called Tea Shop in Brazil. Like, it's a Barcelonian chain, right? So it's always spread over Porto Alegre, my hometown. So I was to go like every week, and that reminded me of the experience. It was always my moment to relax. So on top of our experience here that I mentioned before, which is I'm pairing with coffee, and that's a great pairing. To be honest, it's a great pairing with coffee. It's mild. I would say mild to medium. It's more mild for me. It's a great experience so far. Yeah, that's what I have to say for now.
Did you pick up any flavors at all, Conrad? Or just eating chocolate?
Just eating my Ferrero Rochers over here. I caught cinnamon. There was.
Okay.
I'm catching cinnamon and like a spiciness to it. maybe cinnamon or like a nutmeg flavor to it. It's got a little punch. I don't know if anybody else is
I'll pay
catching those.
attention to probably like a nutty taste. I'll pay
Yes.
attention to it.
Yeah.
How
It might
are-
be the influence of the Ferrero Rochers
Yeah.
that I'm eating too as well. But like George said, it's pairing really well with like a coffee. I'm also sipping on water and just munching on these Ferrero Rochers as we're going, and it just pairs really easily. It's a good light smoke that adds a little bit of extra flavor. So if you're having your coffee and you have a puff, you're like, whoa, okay. It just amplifies things, and yeah, that's what I'm getting.
I have to mention that this is a special coffee that Jeremias from Brazil sent me. It's a Café da Rosa, which is from Espírito Santo. Right,
Okay.
it's it's one of the best
From
coffees
my
from
from my
Brazil.
state.
Yeah,
I own the
your
state.
yeah. And it's a great coffee. So shout out to Jeremias. You know, this guy. It's in the coffee world, I always go to him whenever I wanted to know more, and he sent me 2 kilos of this. So it's amazing coffee.
2 kilos, like what? 4.5 pounds, kind of thing.
Almost 5 pounds.
Almost 5
pounds. Yeah. And it's worth it. It's gonna maintain our coffee intake for a couple months for sure, and then it's gonna be great because I'm gonna be pairing.
You're talking
as much
about
as
coffee. I just got a coffee taste. Isn't
It
that awesome?
does have it. It does have it.
It
It's
does have a
awesome.
coffee.
like a light espresso, an americano.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a light,
Mhm.
coffee taste. Oh, nice.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Well, we will be back later when we get to the bottom end of this. And of course, this is always coming from the Puff Drink Talk main podcast, where today we are talking about St. Patrick's Day. Just joking. Christmas.
It was
If
like,
you
okay.
couldn't tell from our attire, we are ready for the Christmas season. So stay tuned for the final third in our scoring of this La Plata cigar. And just like that, we are back. The snap of a finger, multiple fingers were snapped to that point. I like the cigar, gentlemen. It's a good cigar. I don't know how you guys smoke so gosh darn fast. Maybe I was talking. Yeah. George over there is just a vacuum cleaner of a cigar smoker. Hilton honestly is down to the final third. I'm just now getting into the final third of my cigar. And I like it. One of the things that a flavor that had popped up on mine.
Yeah.
You have the nub.
Yeah, I get the
There's
nub.
nothing left. Yeah,
And I'm
George-
ready for that, for the nub, right?
Yeah.
Because I got the needles. You can't see it, but it's a needle. There you go.
The Carilla Duval, who was the bad character from 101 Dalmatians.
Mm.
Carilla Duval.
Yeah.
She always had the long cigarette on the stand,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
she wouldn't hold it. You just have like that big extension. One of the unique flavors that I got, gentlemen, was a toasted marshmallow, like a sweetness out of it. I just got like one puff of it, and I'm going, "Whoa, look how amazing that is!" And I never got it again.
Yeah.
But there's like moments of the cigar where there's a little bit of sweetness. I know we all hit it. The spiciness is gone. I no longer taste the cinnamon or the nutmeg, that the nuttiness flavor that I had at the very beginning. It's just a smooth caramel, leather, salty cigar that I've been getting this whole time. Consistency, again, is the name of the game with these higher end cigars. If you have a cigar that starts out great and it just is consistent all the way through, it's a cigar to pick up. It's a cigar to grab and smoke. I just hate grabbing a cigar that starts out so powerful and so delicious that you're like, oh, I love it. And then you get down to the half or the final third and you're like, it's just garbage, and it ends up just being, poor tobacco leaves or poor wrapper, whatever it is that spoils it. When you have quality, consistency is the name of the game, and that is something that this La Plata has. I like the cigar. I really do. Stay tuned for my score. Hilton.
Okay, I took notes. On the second third, there was one retrohale that I got like flower. It might be the
Green
tea.
tea.
Yeah, with leather. The leather is a little bit stronger. And on the puff, I'm getting a lot of that strong coffee now, and the coffee went from like a mild coffee taste to a little stronger taste. And I did a retrohale right now. I'm in the final third for sure. Right now, I still get a leather. This is smooth. I don't get any spices anymore. I get a hint of flour still. Maybe a little bit of a nutty flavor on the retrohale. But the coffee, these would be great in the morning with the coffee, because the coffee taste that I'm getting from this thing is incredible. It's unbelievable. It's nothing to compare. Right now, final third, so consistent. Never need to relight. Never needed to correct. Yeah, high score coming up. For sure.
All right. So in the $20 price range, I would buy it. So I think that says a lot about this cigar, because usually we comment here like, because of the price, it shouldn't influence the price, but then it's still an element to put in there. As you can see, I am at the very end holding it with a needle, right? It burned faster than I expected. I thought it would be like a 2.5 hour. It burned faster in my cigar.
And that's a great point for how big
This-
bad boy of a cigar this was.
Yeah.
Right, an hour and 13 minutes.
Yeah, so I expected 2 hours, so it burned faster than I expected. You went from mild, really mild, to medium body, so that's how I felt that, and I like that. I like to have these two different experiences in the same cigar. That's what adds up to this, to my, to saying that I would buy it for $20. The green tea is all over the place again the whole time. It's a high quality green tea. If you ever tried it, the aftertaste stays there in the mouth for 1 hour and 14 minutes. The taste stays stronger.
I agree
over there.
that. Yeah.
When they say leather, it took me a while to understand when you guys were saying it tastes like leather. It's just like the feeling, the smell of the smell of a.
It's almost like you taste the smell of leather.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like you haven't wore your jacket, your leather jacket, and then you open it, it's just like the smell right there. Or you go to a leather store, that's what it feels like. That it kind of overwhelm your mouth and nose. This is what, when they say leather, this is what I feel. Right. Finally, it's a light. I would say it's a light espresso. If you're thinking about a green tea to a light espresso, that's how I feel that. But
I agree. It's a stronger coffee, not quite an espresso, but yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, so it could be considered like a light espresso.
Yeah.
And on your point, like, you brought the sweetness in there, and I felt, in the second third, I felt it like a sourdough a little bit. That's what I felt right in the middle. That's why it would be great with coffee, because one of the best pairs with coffee is eating sourdough. So I felt a little bit that. I didn't feel sweetness at all and cinnamon at all. Okay, so that's...
Have you purged?
I did only once, because I've been smoking consistently. As you mentioned, it's super consistent.
Yeah.
I enjoy the whole experience, and then this change from mild to medium. So definitely my grade will be over 90.
Try and do a quick because every time I've been purging, I get like a sweetness flavor. Just try and do like a 5 to 10 second purge, and then
I'm gonna do now.
After you get that purge out of the way, just take one quick puff, and then tell me if the flavor profile doesn't change and just have like a little sweetness to it.
I think mine is going to be a little bit affected because I'm right at the end,
Right.
at the nib.
No, man, I just get nice smooth
Herbs,
leather
a lot of herbs.
on the retrohale, and a hint of flour, which is probably the tea that he's picking up.
Yeah. And I get that if I don't purge. I get that leather, flowery flavor if I don't purge. But when I purge, it's almost like a roasted nut or a toasted marshmallow that I'm tasting. Like there's some sweetness that I'm picking up on. Like a good, like you said, like a mocha, but with a like a sweet mocha,
Mhm.
almost.
Yeah, it could be that. I don't get it because I don't have that enough. But yes, it could be something like that, and it's because it has a hint of a bitterness to it.
And even at the end here, it's still smooth. It's still easy to smoke. Usually at this point here, you just want to,
you put it down. Yeah,
put it
Tap it
down.
out, yeah.
But this one is not peppery at the end at all, and I love it. I like
you go down to the nub on this thing. It's incredible. So what is our scores?
93 for me.
94.
93 for me.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. So
This is consistent,
Yeah,
Yes.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
yeah.
And by being like such a long cigar, because it should lose the taste, and it could become like when you get to the end of second, third, you just put it away because it just keeps on going strong and nice. So
Yeah.
Besides that, we usually say that the last term, a lot of cigars you enjoy the first two thirds and then the last one. So in terms of price, also you have to put that in perspective, because this one you're going to smoke for 1.5 hours, as you see that, and then the whole time, the whole 90 minutes is going to be enjoyable.
it's going to be enjoyable.
So it's a true $20 value. Like you got to understand that if you buy it for $15 a cigar, but you only enjoy 2/3.
That comment over there gets an extra point.
And that's why I went up from a 92 to a 93.
Yeah.
Because I took that in consideration.
I'll go 95 because that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
like from
No.
beginning to the end. You know.
No, and that's a very good point.
Thanks for watching, and let us know what you would like to see us smoking out here.
And on that note, before we get out of here, stay tuned for the podcast and the interview episode where we talk to the CEO, the man, the myth, the legend behind the La Plata cigars.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's in the works for a future episode, so that'll be fun to get a little bit of
Yeah,
knowledge,
because
know-how, and background to this cigar.
I do know the owner of the factory. I met him on a meeting the other day. It was on Zoom, but we're gonna have them on. Hopefully, because I bought some equipment. So let's see if we're gonna get him on.
Well, that'll be a future episode. Don't forget to comment.
Like.
Subscribe and share with your friends. Most importantly, share these so that people can see what we're doing here.
Bye, everyone.